Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sunesha, and this is Tom Raider. This is podgaming, so the gameplay is not the most important thing. It's just a backdrop to have something to watch if you're watching this. But you can also just listen if you want to and do other stuff in your background if you feel like it. And my nephew is here to be today.
Hello.
And he will just be my player today, so we will see better gameplay performance. I've shoot away all drivers, yeah. In this episode of Podgaming, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. You can play like you want to, just...
Yeah.
Okay, it's not important really what I do. I try to... I think in some episode I tried to solve a tomb, a puzzle there, so you can go in and check it out if you want to. And I think I will talk about a little bit what I'm gonna do with the channel. Okay, so I'm almost done with Dishonored, the definitive edition. Yeah, it's like the normal Dishonored with a little bit better resolution, and some texture has been upgraded. But I enjoy doing that let's play, and it's been popular on the channel, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, so after that I will continue to do my this marvelous mistake, of course. A nice game, but I put it a little bit on the side because I'm doing the Witcher guys and Dishonored. So this week I will probably not do a lot of videos at all because my nephew is here. But after I'm finished with Dishonored, I'm actually... let's talk about a little bit about game that interests me right now. That can be interesting. I'm thinking Hitman is coming out later this year, no, next year, and one of those games that has caught my eye is a game called Styx, Master of Shadows, from a smaller developer. And it's a stealth game where you play a goblin that steals stuff, and you can complete the whole stealth game without killing anyone. And I always enjoy that kind of gameplay that gives you the choice to not be violent. It can be fun to be violent at times, but sometimes it's just nice to be non-lethal. Yeah, so I've not checked so much about that game because I want to do a blind let's play. I don't want to have any knowledge before I do it. So otherwise, stealth has always been a genre that it's not very many games per year, and there's even less games that are real stealth games. We have the Assassin's Creed game, but I don't really think they are stealth games. They are more like action adventure games. In my book, that's not a stealth game. It's a game that features stealth features. You can't call Far Cry a stealth game either. I think that's an open world action adventure game with stealth mechanics, but it's not a very challenging stealth part, so it's always hard for me to find games. So Styx, Master of Shadows, I completely missed that game because it came out on Xbox. While I didn't have a new Xbox, so I didn't thought about it, so that's one of the games I'll probably pick up. And otherwise, we have the Hitman game. I want to play that, maybe on the channel, but I will probably do a walkthrough because that's what I have done with all the Hitman games. Nice walkthroughs to help you people out, so... The Hitman game, I don't know anything about it because I don't want to spoil it. Today, it's like... they're trying to show you everything, and they have pre-alpha, early access. They have so much fucking things to just... you try out beta version of the games, and after you play the beta version, you're not that hungry to play the game if it's not a super excellent game. And a Hitman game, if they will do early access, I wouldn't touch it with a stick even, because I really want to enjoy the game when it's finished and working as it's supposed to. And it's not like we have games today. Some games are released in a very buggy state anyway, so why would you want to play an even buggier version? So that's all. I think you're missing something, Marco. Oh no, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, how you play around, it's not so important. I think this will be the game I will do when I'm pod gaming. So we will probably spend maybe 2 years in this game. I have probably, yeah, because it's not so important to progress here. It's not a let's play or a walkthrough. It's just a backdrop. So if you want to watch something, but I really like to listen to different podcasts. My dear friends at Beranie, they have their weekly random ramble. It's not every week, but almost every week, and I really enjoy that because I usually listen to them, and then I surf around and check other stuff like games and stuff while I'm listening. So if they are saying something interesting, I can tune out and just tune in and tune out. I really like that. That's why I'm doing this. Oh, nice. You solved something. Okay. Yeah, so stealth games. So Hitman is one of those stealth games, and of course we have Deus Ex Mankind Divided that is coming out, and Deus Ex Human Revolution was probably one of my favorite stealth games. It was not a clean stealth game, but it's a game where stealth is working very well, and you can play it as a stealth game. And I think one of the new things in the new version is that they're gonna make it more shooter-act. So people was complaining that it was not a very viable strategy to not use stealth in that game, even though you're supposed to support it. And I can say it's not a really hard game, so I'm not really sure what people were so pissed off about it, but maybe I've come so far in my gameplay. For after all, I started my gaming in 1985, so it's almost 30 years gaming. So of course some games are more easier for me. So I can, but I haven't checked so much about that because that's another game that is once again showing off everything. I hate it when they show skills. I want to discover those skills myself and use them and figure out how to use them, and I really don't like this new trend where they showcase a lot of stuff in the games before you even play it, and story-wise they can't show so much. After all, a game today probably consists of almost 3-4 hours cutscenes, so you can't show that off all of it, but yeah, so that's another game that interests me. But I'm even that I'm a big fan of both Hitman and Deus Ex games. I will probably not get them at release. I don't see really. I never felt that urge to try out games. I have no problem. I always. It's more like there are so many games I want to play that I don't have time with. So it's not like I'm not doing anything until the new Hitman games come out. For some people it's probably there, but usually I play fewer games. I check my statistics. I play around 12 to 15 games per year, so I don't play many games at all, actually. But I play few good games, and I do my research really well. Yeah, so I do my research very well, so I often don't buy bad games. And one of the things to buy a game release, I think is a good example, is Metal Gear Solid 5. Everyone was the best game ever in existence. They thought it was the best game in the world, but people that I respect have after spend a while with the game, more than because they base 50-hour games on 10 hours game reviews, and some games, for example this game, 10 hours into the game is half the game. But in a game like Metal Gear Solid, 10 hours is just a beginning of the game. So, and I think it's interesting that some people are not telling me that Metal Gear Solid 5 is repetitive and the side mission is... it's kind of... I think they could have done that. So I just saw a few games, and I will not buy Metal Gear Solid 5. Not because it's a bad game, but because Konami is such a fucktards that they take real money for insurance, so you don't lose progress in the game in multiplayer. They released multiplayer after. That's my new rule. I will not buy a game where they put multiplayer game after release. So I will never buy Grand Theft Auto 5 because they have put multiplayer after release, and Metal Gear Solid 5. And that's not a big loss because there are so many good games, so even they are very cool. But I think I must draw the line somewhere to feel that my soul is pure. And also I can, with my right, rant about it and say I don't support it. If you buy the game, you're supporting it. Remember that, guys. Otherwise, I think a good compromise could be don't buy games at release that you don't get the whole game. Don't pay for it, wait for it then, so you get the full game when you're buying it. Otherwise you're buying half a game and you don't know what rest of the half a game is gonna be about. How can you buy a game with the first achievements? One smart cookie, one optional tomb completed. Very nice indeed. Yeah, so why should I buy a half a game? I'm not paying for it. Do you buy a TV with half its functions? Okay, I'm buying an internet TV, but it won't work on internet until 2 months after it's released. Are we gonna pay money for that? But we gamers, we are suckers. We always pay for stuff that we don't have. How can you buy something? You're not buying something. You don't buy a full game. You don't buy the multiplayer because. Who knows? And probably I would guess, and all the other thing that plagues games today is microtransactions and microtransactions. Oh, this is my pet stuff I always talk about it. So let's go back to games I want to play. Fallout 4, of course. That's a game I really want to play. I really enjoyed Fallout 3. They did a great work with that, converting a game that was before isometric strategy game. I missed the turn-based combat, but I think it was a good compromise with their VAT system. So, quick time events, another thing I hate. Quick time events is, why do you have them? I never understood them, and they suck. And quick time events, please. Or for some strange reason, one of the people that's making games, stop fucking do quick time events. It's no point. Why are you gonna push and shake your sticks and stuff? It's just silly. Either you get eaten or you get not. It's just a very strange way to do games. A good example, I just finished Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, and the two last bosses in the game. You think after fighting the epic orc bosses in the game that are demonic, that the bosses in the game will be a very cool boss fight? It was two bosses. The two last bosses was quick time events. Are you playing one of the coolest games ever with the coolest orc bosses? It's a very cool concept that are dynamic and so on and react to what you do, and you come to the bosses and they are fucking cutscenes with quick time events. That's just fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Yeah. Yeah, so the quick time events, yeah, that's silly. Let's go back to games. And I will start doing more, probably more PC games on the channel. I will probably get a graphic card for my PC, and that will be GTX 950, the new budget card from Nvidia. So, Nvidia. I have no fucking clue how to pronounce that, but I'm guessing that because it's a good. It's a good card for the money, I think. At least what I have seen. And if you measure yeah, it's a very good card for the money. I think you can get a little bit bigger version with 960, but then it's almost $60-80 more or euro more, and I don't think it's the difference in performance. What I have seen in the benchmarks of games is not a very big upgrade. And really, I don't really care, because will only play in 1080p. I will not. For me, if it's gonna be a little bit better graphics than what I have on my Xbox, and that's good, because I'm happy with the graphic on the Xbox One, and so I don't see how I would be disappointed with a graphic card, even that it's not one of the best one. And really, it really doesn't matter. For me, it's all about access. It gives me access to play some of the new games that only come out on PC. One of those games is, of course, XCOM, and I want to play XCOM on the PC. Probably will do a Let's Play when I've learned the game, because it's not. I don't want to do a blind playthrough of XCOM. But one of those games I also want to play on PC is Splinter Cell. I already played Splinter Cell Convention, but I'll probably buy it again and play it. That's one of the games I will probably do on the channel. And otherwise, my channel, I'm at 97 subscribers today. And maybe I will reach 100 subscribers before Christmas. That will be very cool. Because then I have gotten more than 100 subscribers in a year, and I have not advertised in my channel. I have spammed other channels for sub or anything. I have earned my subscribers honesty by doing good videos and so on. I haven't advertised myself. So people that have seen my video have subscribed to me just for the videos, not because I asked them to subscribe to my channel. I can't do that, I'm sorry. It's nothing wrong to, if you want to and ask, please check my channel out and so on, but I feel wrong to ask people to waste their valuable time on me and go look at my content. It's one thing if they will find my content if they're interested in my games that I play. So I don't really feel the need for advertising my channels on Android. Then I think it's a little bit rude to go inside another YouTube channel and go inside, hey man, very cool, dude, cool video. I watched it for 2 seconds. Can you please subscribe to my channel? I don't want any trouble. I feel that a little rude. Maybe because I'm a little bit older and think about ethics and stuff. But for me, I can be rude, but that's sometimes. But I can't be rude to strangers. I'm rude against people I know more because I say what I want to them. But I go into a stranger channel and ask them to subscribe to my channel. It's not really my style, at least, and it's nothing wrong when people do it on my channel. I don't really care about it. The only thing I think is that they're wasting their time, because somehow I get put off if somebody say check my channel, subscribe to my channel on a video and doesn't say check my video. It doesn't say anything about my video. A cool video is copy paste answer. So why should we start a relationship where we copy paste answers to each other? So I'm thinking about those guys. Are they subscribed to 100 channels where they start their day, open up their web browser and just click on all the videos and open 10-20 tabs and copy paste cool video, bro? I've never really understand what somehow if I watch a video, either I comment on that. I comment on every video I watch, especially if but I don't comment on video if I haven't seen the whole video. I don't do that, but I always comment on videos that I actually look at. I will never put a comment on a video where I haven't watched the video, because that's spam. It's spam. If you're spamming people, you're just writing comments to people you don't know and you don't say anything. It's like say, I don't really know. Maybe I'm too old school and old fashioned, but I don't write to people on the internet, hey man, if I don't know them or I don't want to ask questions or say, oh, I liked your video, and or I write. Often when I watch a video, I often comment on something they do in the game that I liked they do and it was interesting, but yeah, I don't really know. It's really weird with YouTube in that way. Somehow many of these guys that I've got a lot of comments lately about people just saying, hey bro, check my channel out. And actually I never check their channel out. Because why should I spend my valuable time when you spend none of time? If you took 2 seconds of your life to write to me, why should I take 2 seconds and write to you? Because it's a waste of time. I rather watch a video by one of my YouTube friends or watch another video online and comment on that because I'm invested in that. But I think it's okay if someone should, a good ethic, I think, if somebody, for example, like Dishonored, they go inside my channels and they say, hey bro, I really liked how you handle that situation. Do you, I have a YouTube channel also, would you want to check it out? That's okay, because he took the time to watch my video. Then I will check his channel out because he put time into my video. And then I will, okay, he's a nice guy, he watched my stuff, so I will give a little bit of my time and go to his channel and check if there are something. And often then, they're probably busy sometimes with this cool video bro sub, please. I think they really want, I think they should be a little bit faster so they can write CVB, cool video bro, sub, please. So they don't waste so much time, because they must sit there all the day and copy pasting their answers, or if they can save a little time of writing them. Oh, quick time events. It totally makes sense. Why couldn't that be a cutscene? Because you didn't do anything. He was shot in the head and he squirmed around for 10 seconds, very realistic. Yeah, so about those people, it's nothing wrong, I understand them. It can be a very hard time to have a YouTube channel, it's very hard to get out of there. But I think there are a much better way to promote your channel. You can actually watch other people's videos, and when you leave a comment to them that you actually have watched their video, they will have a more positive outlook on you as a person than when you're just spamming them with messenger, please check my stuff out. I think you need to give people an incentive to do things. You can't just ask people to do something for nothing. There is no free lunch. You can't just sub. I don't really know. And I think it will hurt them in the long run. You can have 300 subscribers that never watch any of your videos, because you gain those subscribers just by people was not enough to sub to you, but they are not interested as you as a person. They are not interested in your videos. They was just a nice guy enough to subscribe to you, but they will never watch your content. Do you really want to have a lot of subscribers that doesn't watch your videos? That must be a more depressing situation to be like me 1 year and I hadn't reached 100 subscribers. That must be a lot more depression. And I think I will start actually stop this episode after this cutscene. Okay, slow motion.
Stay away from me.
Okay, so let's end this episode here. As always, thanks for listening and watching if you did that. And see you guys.